A 32-year-old male suspect in Willowvale in the Eastern Cape is expected to appear in the local magistrate's court today. He is alleged to have raped and assaulted an 85-year-old woman in her home last month. The suspect is identified as a family member and is now charged with attempted murder. There are further charges that are expected to be added to the charge sheet. Liyema Vumisa joins us now for more. Liyema, we've seen national outrage over the story, particularly when you consider the violence and the intensity of this attack against an elderly woman. What more have we learned about the circumstances surrounding this, the suspect himself, and what's expected from court today?
Certainly, Emmanuel, it is a harrowing story that comes from the location of Kologa here in Willowvale in the Eastern Cape. 85-year-old elderly woman was allegedly raped and also assaulted by this 32-year-old perpetrator. Now, what we understand is that he is a family member. At least that is the remark that was made earlier on when we spoke to the daughter of the 85-year-old elderly woman, telling us, in fact, that he is an immediate family member from the side of Willowvale, here in the very same home that mother, where the incident occurred. The further details surrounding that incident are that the grandson, had he not come out in the middle of the night at about 55 minutes after 1 or 5 minutes just before 2 in the early hours of the morning, the elderly woman would have unfortunately taken her last breath. So the grandson, we understand, came to her rescue. Thereafter, then he called out for help and community members gathered, and also they even allude to the fact that the police and the ambulance took time to arrive on the scene, and they had to transport the grandmother by themselves using, a neighbor's car to the nearest hospital. Now, subsequent to that, I can just, start to recall the grandmother, because we did visit her in the Butterworth Hospital this past Sunday, where I was able to see the extensive damage, that she was, experiencing, particularly when it concerns to the excruciating pain, the groans that she was having when she was just laying almost lifelessly in a bed. But certainly we are being told by the daughter right now that she has since, healed some of those injuries, and they are here now. The entire family, of course, except the grandmother, at the Willowvale Magistrate Court, where we understand then that the 32-year-old suspect is going to be making his second appearance. We don't know at this current juncture whether or not he's going to be applying for bail or not, but certainly once we enter the premises of this court here in Willowvale in the Eastern Cape, we will understand further details. But apart from that, the family is, of course, outraged by this incident, as you even allude to it, Iman, that the femicide and gender-based violence cases in South Africa, they continue to be on the rise. And in fact, the daughter mentioning to us on Sunday that she believes that the intention of the suspect was to, in fact, kill the grandmother, because just the amount of stab wounds that the grandmother was having, they exhibit really the intention, at least as far as the concern of the daughter is concerned. But certainly we will understand then, once we enter the premises of the court, the amount of other charges that are going to be added against that suspect. But as it stands, he is facing attempted murder. You would understand then that the rape charge is not officiated yet, because the grandmother is still in hospital.